What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Hip Hop World. It's your boy Papa Benji. We are back with another visual today. Y'all know these visuals get very critical. Without further ado, God is good and God bless you all. The most positivity and prosperity in your aura, man. Make sure y'all grab some Zasa pocket, whatever y'all need to relax. Make sure y'all take the time out to join that membership and subscribe, family.
Well, do you know what happened to her? No. You know who does?
This is Sean Schwartz. And just minutes ago, he was being interviewed about the murder of teenage girl Natalie Bollinger. Because of a few disturbing social media posts, everyone believes that Sean is behind Natalie's death. But Sean insists on his innocence, correcting everyone by saying that he and Natalie were actually soulmates.
The messages before Natalie.
Soulmates. Soulmates. Hold on, he caught me off guard a little bit with his missing hair. Looking like Trevor.
And Natalie were actually soulmates.
The messages before Natalie was killed,
Trish,
those showed
you
that we
definitely
were
right.
friends. That she did tell me that she loved me an awful lot.
Little did anyone know that the truth about Natalie's death would take a shocking turn. And the real killer was someone no one saw coming.
Oh, we about to find a real one?
A psycho. You know, like he'll lure you in and that bam. Yeah.
He'll lure you in and bam.
Around 4 p.m. on December 28, 2017, the Broomfield Police Department in Colorado received a disturbing call from a man named Joey, who reported that his 19-year-old girlfriend, Natalie Bollinger, was missing from their home.
Hey, so just a little bit ago, my girlfriend got a protection order against this man who's been stalking her for quite some time. And I came home to see that face and all of her stuff here. I don't understand it. It's not like her. She's supposed to be waiting for me.
That's not the same dude.
And what's her name? Natalie Bollinger.
When officers arrived at Joey's home, he had far more to share about Natalie's sudden disappearance.
So you guys talked today or no?
Mm-hmm.
On your break?
Yeah, that's not the same.
9 a.m.
9 and at 1:30, and we were texting. I could have swore we talked on the phone, but it must have just been a text.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in
Delusional.
contact with her all day until
What he is.
the last text I got from her was someone's at the door.
What time was that at?
That was 1:10.
Today.
And I tried calling 1:30, 1:30. And then you could see all my missed calls. I called her until I had to go back to work, and then when I got off for her.
Who do you think knows you guys live here?
We did Friday. The only person who knows is her sister. That's the only person who's been over.
Natalie and Joey were in a steady relationship, and she had eventually moved in with him. According to Joey, Natalie hadn't mentioned plans to see anyone that day.
I missed
Really?
Does Natalie have any mental health issues and diagnoses?
Yes, she does. She's tried to commit times.
Concerns about Natalie's well-being may have been tied to her sudden
No
disappearance.
problem, Trish.
But investigators kept circling back to one question from the very beginning. Who was at the door?
If you had to guess where you think she would be right now,
Yeah, I don't feel like it had nothing to do with that either.
with her sister.
Investigators immediately contacted Natalie's sister, Alicia, and what she shared pointed them directly to a suspect.
Hi, is this Alicia?
Yeah.
Hi, my name's David Hyde. I'm a detective at the Broomfield Police Department.
W Trish.
I know it hasn't been that long a time, but have you heard from your sister at all?
No.
Okay. Any thoughts on where she is?
Honestly, I'm really concerned about the person Sean. I'm so freaked out because, like, she's never done anything like this before, and I think something's wrong here. So I'm gonna go look for her. I don't want to just sit at home and wait.
Stalker, right?
You see,
what I'm
Natalie had a stalker. Sean Schwartz, 40.
Boy! Yo, I knew that wasn't the same person, boy! And she did have a stalker, boy! That's crazy!
You see, Natalie had a stalker. Sean Schwartz, 42, was a homeless man that she had known since she was 13.
Hold on, we got Detective Rod Digger in the chat, man. Let's go!
5 days earlier, a restraining order had been issued against him. Natalie also posted a public statement on Facebook, one of her final posts. Natalie described how she had become friends with Sean and helped him. And then he started driving across the country to see her. And when she told him that she didn't
Erica,
want
you
his
may be
friendship
right.
anymore, he called her every day, made numerous accounts to contact her, threatened her family and self-harm, and posted slander about her on social media. She went on to state that Sean was mentally ill and requested everyone to ignore him. Under that post...
Yeah, not necessarily using him, but he probably got, like, her helping him in a different way. Like, her helping him as her flirting with him. And you know his mental probably took it to a different level.
There's a screenshot from a Facebook profile using the name Michelle Brennan. That person is actually Sean Schwartz, and the profile was just one of many fake accounts that he made while trying to get into contact with Natalie.
Oh my God.
A Facebook Live video that he recorded in response to Natalie's announcement was only one of hundreds that he had posted over roughly the past year. Many of them were about Natalie. Within hours, Natalie's online community had largely zeroed in on Sean Schwartz. People pushed police to look into him and then flooded him with questions and allegations.
Only motherfucker that I can see with that much hair in their face is you don't even go to the barbershop at all.
A Facebook group
Boy,
formed
look
with Sean
Boy, look like somebody from Harry Potter.
portrayed as the main suspect, pointing to his stalking history, the recent restraining order, and his disheveled look. To many, he matched their idea of what a stalker-turned-killer might look like. And then there was
Crazy.
this, a message that Natalie sent to her ex-boyfriend, which he later shared publicly. "If I ever go missing, he did it," Natalie wrote of Sean. "If I end up
Definitely
dead,
can, Trish.
tell the cops it was him." Within 24 hours of her disappearance, Adams County deputies tracked Sean down and brought him in for questioning, believing that they were closing in. But they weren't prepared for what followed.
Wizard face
Wake up
ass.
Thursday morning at the apartment. Okay, let's talk about Thursday. What goes on Thursday?
Dumbledore had
Same thing. Never really go anywhere.
he said hair regression so bad it went to the beard.
Stayed at the apartment all day?
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
Lock it.
And then go to sleep that night at the apartment? Okay.
Well, kind of, sort of. I have panic attacks. I see Natalie die in a car accident every night.
What?
So I wake up and puke. It's difficult to get sleep.
Well, let me talk a little bit more about Thursday. Just in terms of where you were at. Were you at the apartment, you know, whether you had insomnia or whether you were doing something all day Thursday?
I was there all day.
Okay. So
I haven't left there except to go to the corner store to get stuff.
on Wednesday.
I don't know what days, but everything there might have been a purchase or two I made with cash, but I'm pretty sure all my purchases were made on my
Natalie had met Sean on the streets while trying to help homeless people. Out of
That boy hit the. That boy did the eye squint. Like, boy, you're not handsome. Boy, get a haircut.
kindness, she had shared her social media with him. But what started as a kind gesture
See, that's what she doing. She doing too much. That's when you start doing too much. That's when you start doing too much, lady.
Natalie had met
You don't have
Sean
to
on the
talk to him on
streets while
social
trying
media?
to help homeless people. Out of kindness, she had shared her social media with him.
No.
But what started as a kind gesture turned into a trigger for a dangerous fixation. But what Sean said next in the interrogation room painted a very different picture from those
But he's not the killer though. He's not the killer though, y'all.
accusations.
I could be
First of
wrong.
all, it's understandable why you're here and
I could be wrong.
visiting me. Also, it's really I just wish you didn't have to waste your time on me. Like, you need to go find the people who have her, or go find the lodge where she's camping, or go find her.
And we're only looking to you for help. That's why we're here, so we don't think you're a waste because you know her.
Thank goodness.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, boom, you can have somebody find you on social media, but once you're like having a, like, That's like somebody messaging me right now. You know, with the notoriety I have, you know, and me communicating with them. You get what I'm saying? A certain motherfucker can interpret it a different way. You get what I'm saying? Like me showing love to somebody can, like, it's all about the mental state. You get what I'm saying? I can't say that her helping him and her giving him the social media is bad, because that's like somebody following you on Instagram. You get what I'm saying? But it's just weird. It's just a little weird. That's a little too close of a bond. But we haven't seen it like that in the video, because it was just a picture of puppies and she just said 3 little puppies. You know, so that's not bad. That's not bad. He's just homeless.
At this point in time, what you actually, here's the thing. At this point in time,
he's weird.
You guys have not bothered to take a look at any of the stuff that I'm trying to tell you, and I am feeling as if my life is in jeopardy, as if you guys are trying to find somebody to peg for something, and this is literally what has been going on for the last year. All right, go find Natalie.
You're absolutely right. I'm gonna get this thing logged on. You're absolutely right.
Despite growing suspicions around Sean, detectives have no solid evidence against him except for a few social media posts. In an exclusive interview with our channel, Sean Schwartz shared with us that Natalie once considered him a close friend. Sean said that he met the twins in downtown Boulder, in an area that he described as a hangout for the homeless and, in his words, druggies, claiming that they smoked weed there and even sold drugs for their father.
When we became friends, what had happened is when she was about, I want to say 14 or so, I used to pass out blankets for the homeless. And then in the morning, I'd walk around early enough to wake people up before they got a camping ticket, because they were trying not to freeze to death by using a blanket. While I was on my rounds, I found Emery and Arturo. Those were 2 grown adults in sleeping bags with Natalie and Alicia Bollinger. I told Natalie and Alicia that they needed to leave. I did yell at them. I told them, this is not appropriate. You are little girls. You need to go home and you need to not come back.
Years later, he posted an email allegedly sent by Natalie on July 30th, 2016, where she opened up about her turbulent, dysfunctional childhood. In the email, she described a violent father, a mother who left when she was just 3, and years spent bouncing between unstable homes. She claimed her dad used drugs and made the twins sell them before they were eventually removed and placed in foster care. Now, there's no confirmed proof that the email actually came from Natalie, but the timeline closely mirrors her father's jail stints and could explain how she ended up connected to a much older homeless man.
You know, Natalie and I had very similar families. They chose drugs over family.
Years later, the pair reconnected when Natalie turned 18 and formed a friendship. But Sean claims that nothing had really changed at her home.
This motherfucker putting all this on social media?
Some of the messages that you got to see with Maddie Boa, they show that she was planning the trip with us and she got busted selling meth and couldn't go. So it's not like it's something where I just went, oh my God, you know what? I'm completely infatuated with this underage girl and I'm going to drive halfway across the country. And like, no, she was an adult before she was even allowed to be my friend. In 2016...
Boy, nobody wants you. Nobody wants you, boy. You nasty.
When she became my friend, she was an adult. And we weren't friends because of any sexual anything whatsoever. It's that she went through hell with her family and I was going through hell with mine. They just didn't care.
But everything changed when her family filed stalking charges against him.
Natalie Bollinger never accused me of being a child molester. Neither did Alicia Bollinger. But when they pretended that I stalked them in Virginia, that turned into people at home treating me like a child. And if you know what that means, it means people were threatening to kill me and my friends and family. They were physically assaulting me when I went to go see my friends and family.
But those online posts still revealed a deep-seated fixation on Natalie. One that suggested that Natalie may still be out there, desperate to be rescued.
Well, do you know what happened to her?
No. You know who does?
Tell me.
How would I know? What happened?
Bruh. Out of everything, you only cut the back of your fucking head?
Natalie, what do you guys know? All I know is from Facebook Messenger, and I hate Facebook.
What did Facebook Messenger say?
It doesn't matter. You need to get a hold of the police and talk to them.
Well, apparently you are of interest of this case, so why were you a suspected interest in this case?
I was not a suspect. I was a person of interest, and I heard that. I saw it on a news report. I have not yet heard that from the police.
As investigators continued digging into Sean's past, another event was unfolding miles away. Natalie had been found.
Damn.
911. Hi, this is Gordon with a transfer of a possible DOA at Riverdale Road and Macintosh Farm parking.
Yeah. We had to make a U-turn, but as we were going by, we just saw, like, some boots and, like, a shirt sticking out, and I didn't know what it was, so we stopped and looked, and I'm pretty sure it was a dead girl.
Natalie's body was recovered on December 29th, a day after she was reported missing, on a property near Riverdale Road. She was killed by a single gunshot, instantly turning the missing persons case into a chilling homicide. Investigators had no clear explanation for how Natalie ended up on that property. As news of Natalie's murder gripped the community, suspicion turned towards Sean again, and he did not take it well.
So it's fine to fucking punish me! I'm angry because I'm scared! I'm scared because you keep punishing me! Fuck you!
See, this the type of shit that make a homeless man crash the fuck out. He's an innocent man. This is a legitimate crash out from a homeless person. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad. If he didn't fucking do it, he didn't do it. Fuck
Sean
that.
remained on the investigators' radar, but a new detail surfaced.
Bothering him.
While Joey had been quick to point the finger at Sean, body cam footage captured him suggesting that Natalie may have harmed herself. To detectives, it sounded less like concern and more like deflection.
He's just crazy.
I miss, does Natalie have any mental health issues diagnosed?
Yes, she does. She's tried to commit a number of times.
But now if it's not him, right? If it's not him, then who would want to harm this lady? She doesn't look like a bad girl. You know, she's definitely a beautiful lady. You know, God rest her soul as well.
When investigators reviewed the body cam footage, Joey's account didn't sit right. If he was truly worried about Natalie, then why did he wait hours before reporting her missing?
Oh, you're
The
right.
delay felt unnatural,
You're right.
raising doubts about his intentions. Pushing further, detectives turned to surveillance cameras near Joey's workplace.
All right, eyes on you,
But what they
motherfucker.
saw went against all of their doubts.
He was cooperative with us the whole time. Luckily for us that his business had video cameras, so we were able to actually see him working when he said he was working.
His phone's pinging over there. You were able to clear him pretty quick.
You could see that, like, emotionally, he had just lost everything. You know, his significant other, his soon-to-be wife, so to speak, is now dead and been murdered.
He was a victim in this, too.
With no solid evidence against Sean and Joey seemingly in the clear, the case was at risk of going cold. But a call came in from a Colorado officer with a critical update. Natalie had been listed as a witness to a shooting that had occurred just hours before her death. It was the first real lead pointing directly toward her killer, but detectives had no idea.
Okay. So this went completely left. This shit went completely left. She was a witness to a shooting incident.
That this was only the beginning of another twist, and that the end of this case was still nowhere in sight. Investigators tracked down the couple, Markel and Jackie, who had been in the car during the incident.
They built weird.
As the timeline aligned, detectives felt that they were closing in, until they mentioned Natalie, and the case then took a strange turn.
You don't know an Albert?
I don't know an Albert.
Or Al? Okay, what about this girl with the red hair?
Yeah, I still don't know who he is. I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
No. Do you guys have a picture? I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. You don't know this girl, or you don't know Natalie? I don't know that girl. You've never seen her before?
Yeah,
Got
you
a picture
did.
here. Let me see if we're mistaken. Who's this?
Is that Harry? Is that her?
Who's that?
That's all pictures.
That was a conversation. That's not Ebony? Who's this?
Oh no! Oh no!
You've never seen this girl before in your life?
Instant deny.
Just think again, because
Instant denial will make you guilty.
you're halfway home.
I don't know what you think you know, but I put that on my daughter's heartbeat. I don't know any girl that got shot. I don't know about any girl that got shot. I don't know anything about that purse.
And this is the main thing we're here, and this is the main piece of truth that is going to resolve this, okay?
You're scaring me.
No, they did it.
Ebony's...
You think her boyfriend did
I don't
it?
know Ebony. It's a name that got brought up. I don't know who that is.
The woman that investigators believed was Natalie was not her at all. It was Ebony Chavez, a close friend of the couple who had been with them that day. When detectives compared photos, they realized that Ebony and Natalie looked strikingly similar.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
That investigators believed was Natalie was not her at all. It was Ebony Chavez, a close friend of the couple who had been with them that day. When detectives compared photos, they realized
They pissing me off. This channel pissing me the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie. They just put two people as suspects, minimized the two people, right? Had these two people looking for a female that's not even the right female, bro. Is Natalie even, like, I'm confused.
that Ebony and Natalie looked strikingly similar.
Where did she get out at? They stopped somewhere, they let her out. You said people were in and out of that car line. Where'd that girl get out at? What did you do with her? You don't know.
She wasn't with us for long. She wasn't with us when I got dropped off. She wasn't with us at first when I got picked up.
Huh?
So
She was in the
I don't
car?
know what importance she has to this or what the fuck her name is, but I just know that she wasn't there when the gunshot was fired, and she wasn't there at the beginning and the deals or whatever they were trying to look out.
Miss Chavez, she was the one that had stuck her head out and was looking at this person and had nothing whatsoever to do with this case.
It's almost like a mistaken identity kind of led them to think that they were helping us out. Ultimately, it had nothing to do with our case, but we ended up helping them with theirs. In the end, we're like, here you go, Arvada. We just solved your case for you. And they're like, cool, thanks, we're out. You know?
Yeah.
And then we were back to square one again.
It's devastating.
By this
Yo, this shit is crazy.
point, detectives had chased
I
at
think
least
it was
5
Natalie.
suspects, only to hit
I think it was still Natalie that was the body that's still not found. Natalie's still not found, but it's crazy.
one dead end after another. Each false lead dragged them back to square one, with time slipping away and Natalie's killer still armed, unidentified, and free. Then,
He
on
got
January
away.
17th, nearly a month after Natalie's body was found, investigators finally received her phone records. The texts, calls, and location data revealed everything that they had been waiting for.
Why? Oh my God. They be so slow and so acting like they mentally challenged that y'all had to wait a month for this. Why y'all ain't just wait for it? Tomorrow we just going back to square one.
They pointed to a suspect completely off their radar, pushing the case into unsettling new territory.
A phone number that was not listed on any of her contacts There was 111 text messages back and forth between them that started up about 5 o'clock in the morning on the day she went missing until right around noon. And then there's just absolutely zero communication after.
What the phone data revealed was so undeniable that it directly identified the suspect and immediately cleared Sean from the list.
Yeah, we've been
The number
he
traced
wasn't.
back to 22-year-old Joseph Lopez.
Domino's
And this time it
employee?
wasn't another dead end. The details aligned, and the pieces began to fall into place. On February 8th, 2018, more than a month after Natalie's body was found, the police brought Joseph Lopez in for questioning, knowing that this interview could make or
Bullshit
break
phone
the
company.
case. He was the last person to have seen Natalie alive and held all the answers to what really happened.
He's
But
smirking and
investigators
shit.
did not know that
Caught ice.
Natalie was hiding a dark secret that Joseph was about to expose.
Fuck that, car ice.
I mean, it struck me as odd because that's not usually something you see every day on Craigslist, especially in that part.
Huh.
So I started talking to her, and I mean, she didn't give me a whole lot of details while we were talking, you know, over the phone and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Joseph said that he met Natalie through Craigslist and began talking
Craigslist?
with her.
How?
But this wasn't some online chatting. It traced back to an ad that Natalie had posted at 6:28 a.m. on December 28th, the very day she had disappeared.
Can you put a
when I
hit
was
out on
in-
yourself?
You know, I suffer from depression, and I've tried to kill myself a few times, and I ended up in mental hospital because of it. And
Wow.
Unfortunately, I've moved on from it. My first thought was, I really want to help this girl. Yeah.
Do you recall kind of what that said that got your attention?
Well, the title itself just said, I'm thinking about putting a hit on myself.
Thinking about putting a hit on myself?
That's what the
I
Craigslist
believe
shit
that's what it
said.
said.
Damn.
And, you know, for that type of category, it's like way out of left field.
Weird.
So I kind of read through what it said, and, you know, it didn't give a whole lot of information on what was going on. So
What did it say? Do you remember? Just give us the summary.
not a whole lot. It just that she was thinking about it, and she was like looking for it immediately, you know, like. So my first thought was, okay, well, someone obviously needs help and hasn't been getting the help that they need. And, you know, being the type of person that I am, I will do anything to help someone at least stay.
Joseph portrayed himself as someone who wanted to help Natalie.
Bro, you said you seen a Craigslist ad of her saying she thinking about wanting to put a hit out on herself. How the fuck do you make a Craigslist? Let me not even ask dumbass questions no more, because you can do anything in the world at this point. Why would you make a Craigslist post like that in the first place? Like, hey, let me just find an assassin on Craigslist to go catch a body. Like that shit is able to work. Let's see what the fuck goes on.
Claiming that he tried to steer her away from whatever she
Definitely
had posted on
mentioning
Craigslist.
depression.
Now, if that were true, what really happened to Natalie?
Exactly.
And how did Joseph fail to protect her? His
Right.
answer to those lingering questions would take a disturbing turn.
I was responding to her ad. And eventually,
And motherfucker, why would you be searching and looking for something like that? I'm thinking about doing a hit on myself, right? You searched that up and contacted the person. If you going on Craigslist, that means you're looking for something specific. You get what I'm saying? That's weird.
I did
Let's go.
convince her to give me her address, and we set up a time to meet up. And
How are you guys talking? Like on your cell phone?
yeah, it was on my cell phone on my email.
Okay.
And then she did give me her phone number, and I gave her mine, and that's when we went to text.
Crazy.
To go and
How does all that
unfortunately
work?
have-
Communication on Craigslist? Is it texts or you guys email?
So I believe it starts with an email, and then after that you would give someone your own phone number.
If you feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. Go
So I did give her my phone number, and she did text me, and we started talking, and I convinced her to, meet up with me. So I went to her place, and I picked her up, and we went for a drive. And during that drive, I wanted to learn what was going on, and what was going on with her life, and why she was so depressed and sad, and wanting to, kill herself. Because I've been there, and I've been homeless, and I've been in the hospitals twice. And, it's a road I don't want anyone else to go through.
That's pretty dark, man.
It's just, it hurts me now, especially since I'm a father.
So take us to that. She comes and gets in the car.
Man, get to the point.
How did that conversation start?
Gotta be sentimental.
At first I just asked her, you know, well, tell me what's going on. Why do you want to do this? You know.
There's like no greeting. Like, hey, how you doing? I'm so.
That's right.
I mean, when she opens the door, I say hello, and she says hi back, and you know, she's just real quiet and timid. You know,
right,
and I don't want to, you know, force her to talk too much because, you know, then it kind of gives away what I'm actually trying to do. You know. Because then she'd be like, you know what, why do you want to know all this information?
What did she think you were there for?
She thought I was responding to the ad.
In what way?
Like, she thought I was going to be the one to do it.
Okay.
Did I take her out?
Corey, what'd it do?
Okay.
We gotta run that back a little bit. She
I
thought I was the
going
one
to
that
be
was
the
gonna
one
do
to
it.
do it.
Did I take her out? Okay.
What happened?
So is that what the conversation was back and forth in the text?
Yeah.
That just...
Joseph admits that he met Natalie the morning that she disappeared, which means that he was most likely the one who had knocked at the door when Natalie was chatting with Joey. But Joseph insists that he had no role in her disappearance or death. This only deepens the mystery of what happened to Natalie after Joseph allegedly left. But detectives had uncovered more. As they confront Joseph with the messages that he had exchanged with Natalie that day, a much darker picture of their conversation begins to emerge.
Hey, God bless you, Corey Wheeler. Brody said he's just relaxing after surgery. Everybody welcome Corey into the live stream, man. God bless you, brother, man.
How long? I have a question here too. I gotta ask, bro. How long were you guys communicating on Craigslist? When was the first time you sent that email?
I know it was really early in the morning.
That same day?
Yeah.
So you have no contact with her before? This was just, and it just kind of went?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
It's a crazy ass case.
It had to be early because if you meet up with her at 11.
It was really, really late at night. I didn't sleep that night.
Okay, so it was early in the morning, then you kind of stayed up all night to the next day?
Yeah.
Is that something normally you do?
Yeah. No, I don't sleep.
Boy, you caught a body and you couldn't sleep because you having a panic and anxiety attack.
Craigslist ads or what?
Video games.
You just happen to be doing it on Craigslist that morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
I either play video games on my phone, my Xbox, my role-playing app, or I try to find new people to talk to.
So what?
So during that whole time talking, did she ever tell you her name or anything?
I never asked.
Yeah, she thinks you're legit for one reason, because you're feeding into it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about how you're feeding into it.
So, I mainly ask her what her plan would be and how she wanted it to go.
You keep saying it. How she wanted it to go. You're not saying, hey, how do you want me to kill you? How do you want me to take your life? Help you, assist you, take your life? You're not saying like that. You're just it.
No, I never said, well, how do you want to die or anything like that.
How do you want to die?
How do you want to die?
Did anything, or I never typed anything like that. No. I kept it kind of general because it does make me feel uncomfortable, but at the same time, I was like, I gotta say something.
You gotta say something, otherwise she's not gonna respond to you. She's gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So I just keep it general, like how do you want to do it, and where do you want to do it.
And what is she saying when you say how do you want to do it?
That's when she tells me that she was thinking about just doing it execution style. She doesn't want to see it.
She says execution style. She tells you this, or
she did bring it up, and she did ask, like how much a hit would usually cost, and just pulling from movies I've seen and video games I've played. I gave her like a bullshit number or a bullshit estimate. It was like hundreds to thousands or hundreds of thousands.
What did you tell her? You said you gave her an estimate.
I didn't give her like an actual number. I went along with the role because I'm a very avid.
What does that mean? Went along with the role?
I'm a very avid role player.
Boy. He sound dumber than a stack of motherfucking bricks, bruh. Like, why are you playing and going along with it, bruh? Like, I hope you know you was about to end up in this fucking interrogation room with this dumbass shit you saying out your goddamn mouth. Talking about, oh, with the games and movies I watched. Like, you're a prime example of every body cam we motherfucking watch. And the reason why I say, hey, motherfuckers be getting like influenced by the music and the games and the movies and stuff. Don't live it. It's okay to play the stuff and listen to the stuff, but once you trying to be the music and be the stuff, then you're wrong, bro. You, like, bro, stay in the motherfucking house and play the game, bro. You work at Domino's.
Online, it's what's kept me from my sheltered life, talking to people. And
he's weird.
Basically, there's an app on my phone where you create a character and you act as what that character would be.
Joseph frames the entire incident as a twisted fantasy roleplay.
Man, shut your dumb ass up. Nobody in their right mind, no normal person will do anything like this. Going on Craigslist to see if you can get a roleplay fantasy.
Claiming that he was trying to save Natalie. But what he says next blurs the line between the story that he's constructing and what truly happened to her.
And then, do you own any guns?
No.
Okay. So then you let her know that, and then she says, I have a gun? It's like...
Well, I told her that that I wouldn't be able to get one anytime soon, and that's when she brought it up.
Okay, and she said she had one?
Mm-hmm.
Characters on there. How do you go about taking the persona of a hitman, though? How do you take that role on? Because that's what you said, right? That this ad was for... What did it say? What was the title of it?
His hair is dumb shit.
That she was thinking about taking out a hitter on herself. But on Amino, I have a character that's for the horror genre.
Talk about that guy. Or person or thing or whatever it is.
Okay, so that character, I built him to be, just extremely charismatic, but because of the roleplay that I was going to play in, he's also just a psycho. Like, he'll lure you in, and that's... Bam. Yeah.
After hearing Joseph describe his fixation with dark fantasies and roleplay, investigators steered the conversation back to the central point, the day Natalie was killed, where the disturbing truth would finally begin to surface.
There's your house right there.
Yeah.
So,
motherfucker, you motherfucker. Yo, he literally said, hey, no more games is exciting me anymore. Let me go play games in real life.
It's going and pinging off these towers. So when you send this, when you call this phone number, it goes to this tower. It usually goes to the closest one until it's overloaded, then it rolls over.
Okay.
So it kind of shows us everywhere that you kind of went that day.
Yeah.
This shows us Riverdale Road here too. So, and that's what we're getting at, is it's showing kind of everywhere that you went, that you guys drove around there. But what it shows us too is, like here all around, man, you can see these arrows telling us which way you went and everything.
His back hurting in that chair, y'all.
Okay.
He full of shit.
She just got really frustrated. She told me to pull over and...
Stop rubbing his shoulder.
What happened?
She did shoot herself. And I freaked out.
I like the honesty. So let's keep it going. No more bullshit from here on in, okay? Now, what's truth and what was not truth? Okay, let's start there.
So we did drive around for a little bit. She was looking for places to do it. For me to kill her, but...
Playing good cop.
I was
zesty disciple.
Pretty adamant that I wasn't going to. And she started getting really frustrated with me. eventually, we came up onto a road that wasn't too populated.
The dirt road.
And she told me to stop the car.
Yeah, explain how that goes, bro. Take me there. Take us there. She's by the tree. Tell me how she's standing. She's sitting. Show me.
So
I need to know.
Nah, now that we know what happened to her, because we really couldn't find no motherfucking body that did it or some shit like that, man. Check on your peoples that y'all feel like going through something and make sure they alright, bruh, because harming yourself isn't the way.
From what I can remember, she's not crisscrossed or anything. She's not on her knees. She's just sitting with her legs up against her chest.
I want you to get down and actually show me, bro. Because I was not there. You were the only one that was there.
So she's like this. I can't bend my knees as much, but she's like this for a little bit while I'm trying to talk to her.
And what is she saying?
Not a lot. She's just real quiet. And she just keeps repeating, "No, you don't understand. I don't want to be here anymore, you know? Like, I want to die, but I'm scared to do it." So, and I'm not too far from her, and I'm maybe...
How do you want to? Oh my God. Bro, life isn't that bad. Life isn't that bad, bro. Life isn't that bad.
This pretty close to her, you know, just trying to...
So you're on one knee?
It's more to life, y'all.
I believe so. I'm like this, and I'm just trying to talk her out of it, and she shoots herself before I can try to reach and grab the gun.
And you say the gun was like this? Or how?
And she just sat down and she put it like this, and then she fired.
Was it against her head, or?
I don't know if it was pressing against her, but...
Just somewhere like right here?
Somewhere.
Damn,
but,
bruh. She went out like that.
I just remember hearing the sound and the smell of gunpowder.
How close are you?
Maybe within 3-4 feet.
But the coroner's findings told a very different story. The autopsy confirmed that this was not a close contact gunshot wound, meaning that Natalie could not have shot herself.
Oh my God! Motherfucker! Damn! Fuck, this shit is pissing me off!
She didn't shoot herself. Okay.
Gotta sit down and think about it, Sean.
Just like you told me when we first sat down, you watch CSI, everything like that. There's evidence that's on every time that shows if somebody's where the gun is at, how far away, everything. We know the gun was at least 3 feet away, a foot to 3 feet away. But like Sarge said, there's a big difference, man, between serial killer, murder, and everything. Neither one of us are sitting here right now saying, you went there to kill her, you went there to murder her.
No.
So we know that didn't happen. But we also know she didn't shoot herself. The evidence shows us that. And that's not something that I can interpret wrong. Anybody else. These are doctors and scientists saying this is exactly what happened.
Yo.
So we know she wasn't shot by herself.
I hate how they have you thinking something and then just fuck your brain up. Just
Did she give you the gun?
Penetrate your brain.
When you guys were kneeling down?
Let it out, bro.
You gotta get off your chest.
Get it out. Get it out.
Did she ask you to do it? Or what'd you say, man?
She was begging
for you to
definitely care.
So you're kneeling down. We know she's kneeling down. She sat on her knees. We know exactly how the bullet goes and everything. So at that point, you just decided to do it?
I couldn't do it the way that she asked. It couldn't be that inhuman to her.
Sure.
No. Where's the gun?
It's outside.
Is it in your car?
It's in my trunk. It's under the tire. Under the spare tire.
Okay.
Why the fuck would you do it though?
Her purse and everything there too.
Her bag's still there, yeah.
Throughout the interrogation, Joseph claimed that
Not they demonstrating this shit with a Domino's shirt.
Natalie wanted him to shoot her, and that after an argument, when she couldn't do it herself, he had done the deed. Joseph was immediately placed under arrest, And in the investigation that followed, he continued to insist that this was what Natalie had wanted all along. Detectives were able to confirm that the ad had, in fact, been posted by Natalie. It stayed live for only 2 minutes before being flagged and taken down. But in that brief window, Joseph had responded to her harrowing request.
Fucking weirdo. That's some weirdo shit. That's some weirdo shit. Like I said, bro, motherfucker go on Craigslist searching for the weirdest shit, bro.
On February 9th, 2018, Joseph Lopez pleaded guilty to the second-degree murder of Natalie Bollinger. Under the terms of his plea deal, he received the maximum prison sentence of 48 years in prison, followed by 5 years of parole.
They about to belt his ass, boy. They about to belt the fuck out that man. Damn, y'all. That shit is crazy. That was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Shit getting animated.